Hello guys, welcome new and returning subscribers. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be learning how to draft and sew this blouse using Mercado silk 1.5 yards. Please stay tuned, subscribe, like and share, and God bless you. So guys, the first thing to put into consideration is that this is a crop top. The length is not that long. Secondly, there will be no zip allowance because we're going to be using a loop and tying it at the back. We're going to be tying a loop at the back. Then thirdly, we have to manage our fabric because the sleeves are very big and puffed. We strongly suggest that when you are taking measurement for this blouse, the length should stop at the belly button. We will begin by marking the length of our crop top. After marking it, we're going to be connecting these lines with a ruler to ensure a straight line. After then, I brought my tape and then I marked the shoulder line. After then, I marked the armhole line, which is 9 inches, and then I came down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. Please note, if the person is smaller, you can use 8 inches. Up next, I marked our neckline 5 inches because the neck is wide. I placed my tape on my shoulder line, and from there I marked my under bust and my half length. My under bust is 15 inches and my half length is 18 inches. I just kept marking so that I can put my ruler and make a very straight line. After that, I picked my ruler and I connected my armhole line from the shoulder down to my armhole point, and then I extended the lines. Then I made my shoulder slant like so. I connected that point of 5 inches down to the 1 inches I marked there. That's our shoulder slope. I came back to the armhole line to find the midpoint, which is 9 divided by 2, give me 4.5, and then I marked 4.5 down there. Before I drew my princess dart, I came back to the shoulder to determine how deep my neckline would be. I marked 7 inches, but later on I went ahead to extend it to 8 inches. I was very careful because I did not want the bust to be exposed. When I was done marking the line, I connected the lines with my ruler neatly. This place is where the band is going to be staying. I'm going ahead to draw it and draft it out so that you will understand and you will not be confused. You know, on the style there is a band-like stuff at the neck, so I'm drawing it out so that you would understand what I'm doing here. I'm not cutting it alongside with the cloth right now. I'm going to be adding it later on. So you see how it's looking. That's how that band-like stuff will be there. And at this point, that's when I decided I was going to like to come down with 8 inches so that it will not be too high and not too low. I did not extend the neck, I just went ahead to continue marking. At this point, I'm marking the bust. So remember, when you're marking your bust measurement, divided by 4 plus 2 inches or plus 1.5 inch, whatever thing you want to use, but please let it not be less than 1.5 inches and not more than 3 inches. So I marked it there. I used 13 inches. Pardon, I used 12.5, not 13. And then I came down to my round under bust measurement, and then I divided round under bust by 4 plus 2 inches, and then I placed it there. I got 11 inches. I will be extending the 11 inches I got down to my half length and down to my full length. Then I'll connect all the points like this, and then when I'm done, I take my armhole curve, my French curve, sorry, and then I draw a curve in the armhole, on the armhole lines, those two lines to connect. Watch the way my French curve is sitting on that line, and then I curve it like so. Please take note. Then I go ahead to insert my dart. I'm using 4.5. How I do it, whoever bust is higher than 43, I use 4.5. Any bust from 43 down to 36, I use 4 inches. And then from 36 downward, I use 3.5. Now I'm going to connect these lines, and then please don't connect it so high. Then from there I'm going to start drawing my princess dart, and it's going to intersect that midpoint, that 4.5 that we marked there. It has to pass through, and please extend it like that, because if you don't extend it when you are joining it, it would not align it anymore. So please extend it. It's better let it be excess so you can cut it out than it not to be enough. So after that, I went ahead to cut out the front part that we have drafted. If you know you're new to this channel, you've not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel and like, share. So I went ahead to cut out the band that we're going to be using to cross on the neckline in the front of our blouse. I used we took 5 inches, 5 plus 5, it was on a fold, 5 plus 5 is 10. I added allowance, so I took 13 inches, 13 by 2.5. That was what I took. I am doing all this so that you would not be confused. So just the way it's looking like this, that's how we're going to place it. So up next, guys, we're going to be drafting the back part of our crop top blouse. We're going to be marking the length of the crop top blouse, then we're going to be connecting it. After doing that, I'm going to be marking my underbust and my half length. So guys, now you can mark your shoulder. When you're marking your shoulders here, you should remember that there will be no zip, so there is no need to put zip allowance. So there will be no zipper. We're going to be using loops, and we're going to be tying it, like we're going to be crossing it and tying a rope. We're using 9 inches as our armhole measurement, and I came down 1 inch for slant, for shoulder slant, and I take my ruler and connect these lines. I'll still take my French curve and then curve the armhole, just as we did in front. Then at this point, I'm going to mark the same 5 inches that we marked as our neckline, and I'm going to extend it down. I used 6 inches as the extension, and then I still came down to make it 7. I was indecisive when it came to this, so I just kept freestyling and trying to do it modestly. Then I connected the lines with my ruler. Then I came and I marked my bust measurement. Remember, bust measurement here that we're marking is divided by 4 plus 2 inches. The same thing with your underbust, your round underbust. I'm not using the waist measurement here because I want to snatch it. So I'm using the round underbust because my client has a tummy So I'm trying to snatch it. I'm using a round underbust because it's a smaller measurement, and I'm dividing it by 4 and I'm adding 2 inches allowance, remember. And then I join these lines together. Thank you for coming this far with me. Please, even though you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and hit the post notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a video. Now, since it's going to have a loop, I'm going to come inside by 3 inches. You know it's going to have an opening. It's not going to touch each other at the back because there's going to be that place to tie the rope, you understand? So I'm taking 3 inches. I'm marking these 3 inches. Just look. You can use 3, you can use 4, you can use 2, as much as you want the back to be opened. You know this space will give you some opportunity to snatch it, to snatch your blouse. So when I was done, I started cutting this back, drafted back bodice out. So see, I'm cutting that place out. I didn't add zip allowance, and then I also reduced from 3 inches, and it's looking like that. Thank you so much everyone for coming this far with me. We're going to be stopping this video here. There's going to be a part 2 of where we continue drafting the sleeve, and then we're going to be connecting the blouse and seeing the final outcome. I'm very, very grateful. Please ensure you subscribe, like, and see you in the next video.